All right, what's going on? Looks like the mic was muted. So, first things first, we're gonna look over QNRX. Why am I watching this? What's the reason behind it? So, as we can see, QNRX is on that momentum list, right? We have a run from 3 all the way to 750 so far. Now, the total volume on this is 3.3 million shares so far. And that's what I like to trade, right? I like to trade the low float stocks with high volume, and things that are going to have eyes with other traders, right? So everyone's watching this stock. Every momentum trader, every day trader is watching this stock, and this stock has news today. FDA clearance news. Now, one thing I will show and bring into the stream is this top gainer list from our Discord. Let me make sure it's here. All right, so we can see that the pre-market QNRX, right? We have news. We have a PR. And we saw it in chat what it was. HSDT got a PR. AKRO got a PR. NKTR got a PR. So all the PR ones are really going to be the focus. And the reason for that is the other plays might have momentum, right? There's good volume on these other plays. But PR plays are going to be plays that maybe institutions get on, maybe bigger people get on. It's safer, right? There's actually a reason behind the volume. It's not just a false pump. So if someone or some whale or some institution actually likes the news, it could be a reason for a short squeeze or a big move, right? So that what we're gonna do is we're gonna look for not only the news plays, but right now we'll check out QNRX and see what we're looking for. So in chat, I just said at 520 that I'm looking for a move to VWAP, and that's exactly what just happened. So nice reversal right here. But if we're looking at that 1 minute chart, the thing that I like to teach on live every single day is where are shorts going to cover and where are longs going to come in, right? So if I'm a short trader and I'm coming in at 768, I'm looking for what? Like 509 is a beautiful level, right? This is the same level that buyers held it up until. Sellers came in, and then buyers swooped right past it, right? So this is, to me, this is where shorts are covering. This is exactly what's happening. Shorts are covering to me right here. And you guys can see buying pressure coming in right here as well. Selling pressure cooling down. We got a doji coming in, right? Everything's setting up for that level right there. We'll make it a larger trend line. Right? So we're basing off of this level that we think shorts will cover, right? This is the inside of that candle. This is the candle close. And then we have buyers stepping in ready to break this downtrend. We have room all the way to VWAP now, $5 psychological level, whole dollar level holding. So everything just aligns for that, perfect entry right there. And then probably stops under 480. So you're risking 480, you're looking for VWAP. 1 to 3 risks to reward would, is a great trade. Probably some continuation here until 590. And then sellers will step in obviously at VWAP. And then 650 is where that, big selling pressure comes in. So I think that this thing has potential for that VWAP pretty soon, making a double bottom or just a little higher low. So next, we're going to look at which stock was on that PR list, right? So we have HSDT. So this is kind of my Q. First, let's finish QNRX. So this is my key level right here. Also going to the daily chart, right? Let's bring in the daily chart. If I'm looking at the daily chart and I'm a short that came in, let's see, horizontal. I'm a short right there. Okay. So now we got our key levels marked out on the daily chart. I'm going to remove this so it's clear. So on the daily chart, this was the high. And so far, this is kind of that low, right? So we're going to see, okay, where on the daily chart are buyers coming in? Well, we have an area of like massive buying right here, okay? An area of massive buying, and then we have this liquidity sweep under this level, and then a massive move up, right? So we're going to be marking these two key levels on the daily. Where if 503 holds, right? If just that $5 psychological level holds, reclaims 520, we're looking not a move, maybe a move back to 670, right? Like if 504 holds, we get a massive move up, right? We scale out on the way up, but that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's like a liquidity sweep trap, liquidity sweep, you know? So just holding this level in general into open would be a great sign for a move back up to like 760 and into that, $7 area. So that's what we're looking at. And we can see that where we think shorts are covering intraday, that's exactly where the daily chart is aligning to, right? So I hope that makes sense. Next, we're going to move on to HSDT. So this is another PR play. So let's go to that 5-minute. What do I like about this stock off the bat? Off the bat, I like that we had a massive downtrend. Sellers, did what they wanted, and now like buyers just swooped in. Nice volume right here, right? Nice volume. Buyers swooped in, took out those previous highs, and ready to just consolidate over this. So what I'm looking at is probably continuation of a base here, right? We'll mark out like this zone right here. The reason for that is because we see consolidation within this, right? We're looking at this candle. But what I want to look at is the daily chart, right? So every time, we'll take this away for right now. We'll look at the daily chart. All right, what's going on? Where's the volume at? So let's mark out our high where sellers came in. Let's kind of mark out that, pivot level where buyers are stepping in. And then let's go to the daily chart. So going to the daily chart, we can see, okay, where are sellers coming in from? So maybe close to resistance right here. There isn't like a massive level. If sellers came in close to 907, that would make more sense because of liquidity grab over this candle open and then liquidity grab right here at this previous high. So what I'm thinking is that there might even be leftover liquidity up here that market makers might want to bring this up to 9 so that they can grab more liquidity, right? So that might be something that market makers are looking for. So where are we bouncing from? So we'll keep eyes on that, right? Where are we bouncing from? The absolute low is 608. And then if we're looking at demand zones or big levels, we have a soaker right here on the daily chart, right? We soak up and then make that massive move. And then we have this right here, which had a massive move. So we'll make that a line. We'll turn that green, right? So that's kind of our zones, right? This is going to be the selling zone. It's going to be that selling zone. And then what's another level that we can have for a selling zone? I guess 790, right? Just off the bat, what we're looking at, massive selling area right here on the daily, right? So now we drop down to the 5-minute. So we did our analysis on the daily. Now we can, even do analysis based off the 30-minute, etc. And we can see that this kind of demand zone level is at that bottom of that candle close, right? That demand zone level that we're looking at is at that candle close. Now, we want to wait for this to set up, right? Because we have our green line right here, 688. I haven't done any analysis before, so I'm just doing it live with y'all. So now what I'm looking at is that, okay, we have our low at 6. We have, if I'm taking an entry based off this demand zone, right? Right now it looks like we're grabbing liquidity below the demand zone, making a move. Grabbing liquidity below the demand zone, making a move. Grabbing liquidity right here, making a move. So maybe just, continue that, reclaim 688 for confirmation. And then we take that play, ride it up to first PT 715, and then out the gates to 790. So that makes sense. Do you guys see the analysis that I'm doing here? What's going on? And we can see that QNRX is on the move now, right? QNRX, if anyone's watching that, or if anyone took that trade based off our key levels, it's working out perfectly, right? So, probably going to VWAP. Yeah. So what we want to see now is HSDT rejecting that first PT. We want to see for entries probably a base on that 688. So right here, I think is, I'm not trading right now because I'm live, but this is where I'm looking for entries off of, right? 688 hold, instant add, and then move back up to, I think this looks really good right now. I would have probably taken an add here, if I was trading right now, and then look for a move back to 720, and then a breakout, and then if not, then stop right under 680, right? So quick, cut my losers quick, and then look for a move to 720. That's what I would have done, especially if market was open. What else do we have on the watch? So we have JAGX coming up. Let me see if that's worth watching. Not really the price on this stock is not really my niche. I really focus on, 1 to 2, yeah, but like I really like those $3 to $5, $3 to $6 stocks. We have PHUN, not one that I like trading, but there's a PR on here. Oh, actually, after the reverse split, I do like trading this one. Before the reverse split, it traded really, really thick, and it was not one that I enjoy trading. But this one right now looks like, relative strength, right? We have consolidation up here. Overall trend becomes bearish, and then we break out of that downtrend and starting to uptrend again, right? So just a little analysis right there. Now, what we want to look for is that high and then that low. Kind of that pivot low, whatever. Right? Now we're going to go to that daily chart. Okay. A lot of noise on this daily chart. All right. Because there's a lot of noise here and I can't really understand what's going on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the weekly. All right, I'm going to go to the weekly, go even larger on the time frame and see, all right, what are we doing? We're at pre-market 886 right now. Where's the buy? Where's the demand zone? Now I know that my lines are here. I could see a demand zone right here, right? Obviously, we have a demand zone. Within 1 week, it opened here, went all the way down here, and made a move all the way up to 980, right? Went down to 820, came back up all the way to $10 almost. Good demand zone right here. And then if I'm selling, I'm going to be selling into this 925. I'm going to be selling into 970. And we'll make this the buy one. All right, so now we go to the smaller time frame. We cut down. All right, so now you guys can see that this green line that we have, this top green line from the weekly, is actually really well. Right, we have this is where the candle closes were. We'll go to the daily. Now, what are we looking for here? What's kind of the plan here? We can see that we have rejections into that 925. Obviously, that's where we got a line from. 975 is next leg. Right now, technically, we have an inverse or like a head and shoulders right here. The concept behind it is rejection, break over, grab liquidity, and then rejection again. And then boom, all the way down. And what's going on here basically is because of this head and shoulders pattern, we come all the way down, right? But now the head and shoulders pattern is done for. It's done. We don't really care about that too much anymore because it already got its move. Whatever it was going to do, it's done now. It got its liquidity below this, and now it's ready to uptrend again. So we're going to have resistance at this 925, but if we make a nice enough base at 875 or this 870 level, we should be able to bust through 925 and go all the way to 975, right? And the reason for that is because they used all their liquidity. They got the move that they wanted, 940 all the way down to 8. They don't want anything else. That's all they got, right? So NVO, this is probably a large cap trade, right? I don't see any volume on this one. Maybe, it does make a move, but my niche is where day trading those small caps. But this does look like a daily breakout here, right? Daily breakout trade. If you're looking for dips, probably, it's already over. My bad. It's already over. It's 127. So it looks like this thing is what, all-time highs maybe? Look for intraday pullbacks. There's that pullback on that daily. yeah, not really my thing. But yeah, so those are 3 plays we just went over. I will be live now on premium chat. I'm going to premium. I hope you guys learned something. Let me know in chat. Let me know in the YouTube chat if you guys kind of understood what my analysis was, what the key levels are for today, and what I'm watching. Let me know in the YouTube chat right here. But yeah, that QNRX, you guys see exactly what happened, right? We're holding that $5 level, it worked out. From 5 to 570, massive move right there. You guys understand what's going on? Let me know in premium chat and YouTube chat. Let me know what's going on. But if you guys enjoy this, then I will, continue these on YouTube with the live stream, and keep that going, right? So we kind of have something going for us. RNLX, sure, I can go over that. What are we looking at? Off the bat, to me, it's looking like an inverse head and shoulders, right? So, right, let's look at this. We have a high here. We come down, grab liquidity up here for sellers, come down, come back up to this previous high, 167, and reject that, right? So this looks like an inverse head and shoulders pattern to me. Or sorry, a head and shoulders pattern. Now what you want to look for is a break over this 170 to kind of like, break out of that pattern and then play that retest. Or what you can do is if you see consolidation into that 160 level, right? Consolidation, you see watching the volume is key here. If you're looking to play a breakout, watching the volume is key. What you want to see is big buying pressure coming in, right? You want to be looking at the volume bars, and then low selling pressure. Candles are closing up here. They're not rejecting like this, right? They're consolidating. Buyers are getting their shares, getting ready to bust this. And then that's when you would take a breakout trade, right? But the safer play is a breakout and a retest of this, or probably down to a next demand zone. But this is something that doesn't have too much range, and probably one that I'm not going to play. I look for ranges like, right, QNRX. Look at that. It's riskier, but if you can get, all you need is 20, 30, 40 cents, right? So when we were talking about that 518, we got our 40, 50 cents out of that, right? So if I can know my entry or just have a good thesis on my entries, I can get 30, 40 cents out of these, right? And get a nice trade out of that. So same levels here remain on QNRX, looking for shorts to cover. Big levels here on QNRX. Keep these on watch. Probably come back to these. I'll probably talk about it later on my trade on my on my Twitter. And make sure you guys are, I'll be giving more educational content on that Twitter as well. So turn on those notifications. Stay tuned. If you guys want to join live with me right now, then we will send the link here in chat. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.